Talk about something that I think as a musician, we're all kind of worried about it, just a little bit. So I feel there's always some sort of gap between what we imagine or hearing kind of internally and what we can play. And what I want to talk about today really is trying to bridge that gap, basically playing what you hear, and how do we do that. So with no further ado, I think it's kind of clear why we want to do that, right? Because it's kind of awesome to imagine something and then to kind of materialize it in a musical way in the world, so you can kind of express what you mean, which is sort of similar to language, where I'm trying to convey this idea and I'm saying it in a language, and you hopefully understand a little bit what I'm saying. So now let's go and dive into the elements and how to do it. So before we start, I would say I'm gonna break it into 5 main points, and each point is helpful. I practice a lot of these things every day, and it is a process. So, all right, let's do it. 1, the framework. So first, when we're playing something, I feel it's very important to understand the framework. So that means, first of all, understanding the center that you're in, and also knowing the fingerings. I'm going to use C major for simplicity right now, but when I'm saying knowing, I do mean it in a very biblical way. I really mean like diving into this in a very serious and intimate way. So this C major, we really feel, that third, right? Like really feeling every note, knowing and understanding the relationship between the center, but again, really feeling this, and then singing it. And I know we've spoke about certain ideas like that before, but I can't stress how important that is. And if you want to sing, if you want to play by ear, in that sense, play what you hear, play by ear. So you do want to be able to have these elements intact. So, I have a question. So, I play a Gibson guitar, but I kind of like some Fender as well. So I want you to drop a comment and tell me if you like Fender or Gibson and why. And feel it, just ride the wave. This is the framework of this music. So we really want to understand the framework deeply. And I do really suggest singing it and playing it daily so you get really familiar with the framework. If you like this kind of content and would like to support, probably the best way is Patreon. There's a lot of stuff there, a ton of PDFs that I posted and a lot of cool information. Thank you again for supporting and really helping me able to do this. So thank you. 2, get creative with the framework. So here what we're gonna do is actually just staying in this kind of drone, no time zone. And I'm gonna just play a simple line, like literally 2 or 3 notes, but I'm gonna listen very deeply. So I know what I'm playing, do, sol, mi, si, G, E, and I'm also aware of the relationship to the center, 1, 5, 3. So I'm trying to tag it from all over this kind of thing, and then I'll sing a different phrase, still in the framework of C major, right? So really trying to hear the center super clearly. Do, si, do, sol, do, and then I'll check myself. Do, sol, la, sol, fa, mi. Right? I mean, you can take any melody. It doesn't matter if it's Happy Birthday or Over the Rainbow or any, or just random melodies in the framework of C. The point is you're gonna get creative and you're gonna listen very, very intentionally to the sounds. And this is a process that you should start with C, and later on we'll add some chromatic notes. This is kind of the process. 3. All right, so this is getting really cool. Now, what we're gonna do is sing a line in the framework but without the guitar, and then trying to find it on the guitar. And of course it starts in the key of C major, but later on it could definitely go to different places. It could go more chromatic, it could go anywhere you want. Of course I do that kind of thing also with kind of scatting and jazz songs and stuff like that. It's really fun. I highly recommend it. It kind of like tests your ear and kind of develops this inner ear of, okay, what is it that I'm hearing? Where is it on the instrument? And trying to kind of bridge the connection between the ear and the fingers. I think music is the art of listening, so we definitely really want to put this time in and trying to bridge it as much as possible. I really practice ear training every day. This is a big part of what I'm trying to be aware of and trying to practice. Even if I'm like, can't even speak. Even if I'm playing scales, I'll just kind of like try to hear it, and I'll try to be aware of the tension and release, because that's the beautiful thing about music. All right, so this is the exercise. Right, I added a little bit of chromaticism here, but it's very simple. I just took an idea, sang it first, imagine the sound, and again, you will find discrepancies, right? You will make mistakes, but we learn in that process. So basically the exercise is singing a line and then trying to find it. And it could be as simple as bom bom do de, bo do 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 de. And it could be more complex if you feel the urge to do it, but just take it slow. 4. Okay, here what we're gonna do is around this world. And again, these exercises are super, super important because we're basically building this muscle that connects the ears, the fingers, and the imagination. So you really wanna try and practice these things. And again, I'm here to not tell you this is all easy, but I am here to help and try to find a path to what you want to hear and be able to do. All right, so the exercise is this. Here we're gonna have, again, you can have a drone, you can go to YouTube and pull up a cello drone and see if you like, or just loop something. Any of these elements work. And here we're just gonna play a line. It's a little easier. And sing it back. And then we can adjust it a little bit. So I'm starting to add some chromaticism, some chromatic note. You don't have to, you can also stay just in the framework of C, but what's happening here is we'll play a phrase, we'll sing it, and we'll make sure that we're singing as accurately as possible. And again, we're kind of hearing the phrase twice, so we're tagging the colors again. These are simple exercises that really, really help to imagine that connection. 5. So this one is probably the most important one because if you like music, which if you're here, I believe you like music, and it's probably something that you care about a lot, so you need to take your time. These processes definitely take time. It's not in a day, it's not even a couple of weeks, it's a process. But the thing is, if you actually like music, if you actually like guitar, if you actually like all these elements, it doesn't matter. Like if you play well next week, in a month, in a year, it actually doesn't really matter. So I think internalizing these ideas and really kind of like connecting to the truthfulness of music is the journey. Wow, can't believe I just said that. Thank you guys so much for listening. I hope this was helpful and interesting. I do feel that that connection between the ears and fingers is super important, and I hope you will have the time and energy in your heart to explore that. I'll see you very soon. Peace.